Okay, you guys, I got to show you something. Do you remember this guy in this house that threatened to shoot me? I got to show you what he did, and y'all weigh in on it. See what you think about it. You see that metal piece right there? It goes all the way to the lake, and what it is, it's actually a landscaping, what do you call that? Border. Yeah, it's a border that you put around your flower beds and whatnot. You see that? Anyways, he put it all the way out there, and you can't mow anymore. You got to weed eat that line. The homeowner where I mow, they told me not to weed eat it. Let him take care of that. He put it right on the ground. And you have to weed eat. That must be at least 250 feet long.
I don't see what the benefit of that thing is. That's just mean. I mean, we don't ever blow grass on his side because he's weird. Like,
so, he don't like any grass seed. Because, see, this side over here that we mow, this yard we mow, it's fescue. He's got Bermuda. And he doesn't like any of that fescue blowing in his Bermuda yard. However, because he's done what he's done, that grass seed, that fescue is seeding out. So now he's going to have plenty of seeds in his yard. That was just a really silly thing to do. And like I say, the homeowner told me he put it down, let him maintain it. So we are for now. I guess there'll be trees and everything growing up in there. I'll see what happens. But she just said, look, that's a lot of extra work for us. We didn't hire on for that. So we will see what happens in that saga. Anyways, we're on our way to the next yard. Y'all come along with us. Oh, and by the way, something I wanted to mention. There is a scam going around. It's been going around for a while, but I never knew it until a week or two ago, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. If somebody texts you saying that your package has been delivered, or you owe $1.95 or something like that, don't click on it. They will steal everything in your bank. Anything you have on your phone, they'll take. You knew that, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm the one that told you that, not to click it.
I seen this morning where somebody was trying to scam somebody out of $18,000. But they got tricked because the person they was scamming or trying to scam, they already knew the scam, and they was very smart when it comes to, they was very savvy with their computer. They knew what to do. So never click on something unless you know the person that sent it. Don't click anything from the bank, because these scammers, they are copying. I mean, the website looks just like the original website. So y'all don't do that, okay? We're going on to the next yard. Man, you cut all that with an axe? I can't believe that. Why you cut it with an axe and not a chainsaw?
It doesn't have any oil.
Huh?
It doesn't have any oil.
Well, I got oil. I'll give you some oil. I want you to look at this tree this guy just cut with an axe. That is a job. I seen the other guy running around while he was cutting it. I hope he stays away from it, because it's liable to fall any time.
Yeah, it's my son.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
We had, you see, way up there,
Yeah.
where it was cracked, it was leaning to the side, and we took a big rope with a hook,
Wow.
and we worked it back and forth. Took us all day, but it finally broke off and fell.
It's hung up in that tree. I bet you if you was to take a rope to the top and pull it, it'd fall right there.
Yeah, we tried.
Really?
Yeah, it wouldn't work. That's what, see where the rope's hooked? It wouldn't do it.
So cutting the tree, it won't lean that way.
so caught in the tree next to it. They're not leaning that way.
He's cutting it with an axe because he didn't have the oil he said for his chainsaw. That's kind of weird.
It looked like he could have came back with it though.
As he was hitting at it, the young lad was around the tree, and it could fall and slip any time. And I told Mariah, I said, we ought to just go ahead and pull that tree down.
I said you ought to just get your chainsaw and cut it.
Yeah, but I mean, it was already cut. He had already cut it through. It was just sitting there. So I went ahead and pulled the first one down, and then the second one hung up in the tree, and we went ahead and pulled that one down for him. So now we ain't got to worry about being blood guilty because we watched somebody else get themselves hurt.
That's an old dude too.
Yeah, that guy, he's probably older than me. That's saying something, man.
I just about knocked my head off.
Mariah hit a
Cedar
limb
about
going under a tree, mowing. I did that a couple of weeks ago and took the whole bunch of hair right in the center of my head off.
It bonked me right here. I mean hard. I was going full force. I hit it. I thought I broke my neck there for a second. I had to stop.
Did you hear a crinkle?
Yeah.
I heard a crinkle when I hit my head on that tree.
Now my head.
And you know, I haven't done that for years. Now me and Mariah both have done it.
I've never done that. I flew over the mower. I flew down the mower. But I've never conked my freaking head. That hurt.
But anyhow, we pulled the tree out. I can't believe he cut that thing with an axe. He cut the whole thing with an axe. And then you see him pulling his little handsaw out. And he really thought I was going to wait there for him to cut them branches with his little handsaw. So I did have a saw with me. I went ahead and cut them. Imagine how we'd have been there all day.
Yeah. They need a saw. They can't be cutting that with weird.
Well, probably good that he didn't have a saw because
He would have killed himself.
I don't think they knew what they were doing, cutting trees anyhow. Anyway, so that's a little thing that happened here on a Saturday, August 10th. And so it's 12:25, 81 degrees. We're going to our next
It's
yard.
really nice outside, actually. But
Well, me and Mariah, we're on the way home. It is 87 degrees, and I'm wore out. What time is it, girlfriend?
5:20.
5:20. We didn't get done today. We had 2 left. But we thought we'd read the comments about that peg.
Memphis Mower says that was on purpose. Notify the city because that area probably is an easement anyway. I saw some utility poles.
Utility poles are 3 foot from that going toward the guy's house.
Yeah.
So I think an easement too.
Move your hand. Ernest Perez says that should be an easement area. His action can cause harm to others' property or even physical harm. This, at a minimum, should be reported to the police or the sheriff.
No, I'm not calling the sheriff.
The first one, or Sketchy Dee said the first one had concrete that looked much newer than the other, and concrete around it. Whether he did it on purpose or not, whether it was recent or not, he needs to be forced to take all those out because it's a danger to the public and because there's a public right-of-way along the roadsides. And if I'm not mistaken, that right-of-way extends something like 15 feet. I would make some calls to the police or
get with the sheriff, and
That's
if that's true, I'm going to go ahead and get a small claims on it.
that's a very, very narrow road anyhow. So, irregardless of our tire, that could really affect someone else.
Well, one of them was bent over, and I'm betting that somebody'd already hit it one time.
Judy Patrick said, we had a neighbor do that on a turnaround dirt road. They were really mean.
That is mean.
Brian Lose says, I would definitely report it to the city or county authorities.
I think I will.
Billy Goat says, I can definitely see you're upset. I would be too. I believe it's illegal and certainly a hazard and liability if someone gets hurt by stepping in or tripping over them.
That's sticking up about 6 inches.
Jay's Crazy Cuts, looks like they put them on purpose, and I think, yeah, that's pretty mean. If they don't want people driving on their lawn, then they should put a fence post every so often or large landscape rocks as a deterrent, not that.
Yeah, it wasn't even their lawn.
Big Sun Lawn Care. Unfortunately, we have people like that. Doubt if there's anything legal you can do. I don't think so.
I don't know. We'll see.
Eden's Garden said, is it possible those stakes were there to hold up some sort of marker, post, or pipe to mark a ditch at the edge of their driveway? I have a neighbor that has pipes sticking up on both sides so she doesn't fall in her ditch backing out. Not saying it was on purpose, but there could be a possible reason for the stakes. Now, there could be.
Well, I didn't see no markers there, and I've been mowing that yard how many years?
10 at least. It's new.
Very, very long time, and I've never seen no markers over there. But you got a good heart. Giving people the benefit of the doubt.
Well, the thing is if it
You're a good man.
If it wasn't fresh concrete, I would say maybe that's there too, but he doesn't back out that road.
That's not a driveway anybody ever uses.
He never uses it. The Lawnmower Man Company says, yeah, that was on purpose, but not sure it can be proven in court. Sorry that happened to you. Wish you the best. Take care. Great video. God bless.
Thank you.
The thing is this is a minor thing, really, to have it's not for us. I'm more concerned about other people getting hurt. Our trailer tire is nothing, but people, that's a very narrow road. And someone could have kids in the car and just veer over a little bit and in the middle of the night have a popped tire.
Yep.
That's the only thing I would be concerned about. Legally, I don't think there's anything that can be done, nor would I care.
No, there probably is. If the judge sees that, he might feel like the guy did wrong too. That's all up to the judge.
And Grove Walker said, Wes, this was done on purpose. I would point that out to the city, maybe the police. Others are also going to have damage or injury done. Maybe you and James should approach this nut and tell him if he doesn't remove these deliberate hazards, you will pay you the damage. You will take further action that will cause him big bucks or jail time. Sooner or later, others will be having damage to their bikes, vehicles, and possible injury. What's wrong with some of these people anyway?
The world is angry.
You know what? Like that tree we saw today, people are weird. They do the weirdest things.
Well, that was done though out of spite. That tree stuff, them people just wasn't very smart.
They don't know. People don't know how to do anything.
That just wasn't very smart. That
tree thing was dumb. That tree could have fell on them.
Yeah,
they were hacking away like a beaver.
Very dangerous.
And it was just like barely sitting on that tree, and they couldn't get it to come down.
They would have never gotten that down.
No, how would they? It's gonna fall and smack them in the head. Yeah.
Yep. Anyways, guys, it is. What time is it, girlfriend?
5:35.
5:35. I'm gonna go home and rest. What are you gonna do when you go home?
I have cleaning to do.
I don't know if you recognize this, but I actually cleaned everything this morning.
I don't know what you cleaned.
I cleaned everything this morning, and I cleaned everything yesterday. You didn't notice that?
No.
Took out the trash, cleaned everything, unloaded the dishwasher.
Nope.
I did all that. All right, good night.